Hi Elvis fans, Tom Brown here, host of Gates of Graceland, and this is a very special episode. This is part 3 of Hidden Graceland, and hopefully you've seen parts 1 and 2. If not, I'll wait till you go look at them. Okay, thank you for coming back. Parts 1 and 2, we were inside Graceland seeing some items and things and hearing stories about things that you might have seen, might not have seen, and really finding out some amazing stories of what was going on inside Graceland. Well, we're back, and in case you don't know where I am, I'm in the setting sun here in Memphis. As the sun sets in the west, I am in the front drive of Graceland, and I am, of course, joined by the incredible Director of Archives, Angie Marchese.
Tom, how are you?
Thank you for welcoming me to Graceland.
Welcome.
You're always here.
I'm always
You're always here.
This is my home.
This is fun though. We're outside, and we're.
It's a beautiful evening.
When people come to Graceland, this is where you get off the bus, and
this is everyone's aha moment.
Yeah.
You know, they walk off the bus, they stand here, and they look, and they're like, "We're here.
Yep.
We've made it."
It's gorgeous, and that moment becomes so vivid for people when they get off. And one of the things they see, if they're like me, they have the Elvis recorded live on stage at the Mid-South Coliseum.
Right.
The cover is kind of this shot right here.
Beautiful Graceland.
And you see the lions.
Yes. Do you know where these lions actually came from?
See, Hidden Graceland. We're going to find out. It's not just hidden things, it's hidden stories.
Yes.
And here's our hidden story about the lions. I can't wait. I do not know the story of the lions.
You've never heard the story?
I've not.
These lions actually were at a house off Cherry Road. Do you know where Cherry Road is here in Memphis?
I do not.
It's about 2 roads away from Audubon.
Okay, gotcha.
So Elvis's first house on Audubon Drive, he buys Graceland, and he immediately goes to this house that he's passed 1,000,000 times over by his old neighborhood, and he asks the owner if he could buy their lions to have them moved here to adorn the front of Graceland.
Oh my gosh.
And that's where they came from. Yeah, we have the receipt for the moving and everything.
Wow. I can't imagine what kind of home they were in front of because they're really large.
Yes, they're extremely large. And they fit beautifully here. You know?
Yeah.
I've never actually gone by the address. Maybe we should Google map it.
We should Google map that.
What the address is.
We should Google map
But yeah,
that.
because we have the receipts for them. But can you imagine sitting at home one day and all of a sudden Elvis goes, "Hey, can I buy your lions? I bought a new house and they look great out front."
It's just one of those things. Like I said, even when Elvis was still alive, we knew what Graceland looked like from that album. And to see these lions up close, everybody gets their pictures made with them. Everybody sits on the little benches that are in front here before you go in the house.
And that's where they came from.
I
and
love
they were
that.
one of the first things Elvis bought when he purchased Graceland in '57 was the lions to come sit out front.
So iconic. He was a designer.
He really was.
Yeah.
You know?
And I talked to you a little earlier. You said there's some more things inside of Graceland that we didn't see last time.
You know, there's a whole room we didn't even see.
That's right.
You want to go to Gladys's room?
Let's go to Gladys's room inside. Come with us inside Graceland. Take off your shoes. We have to be in our socks. Come on.
Yes.
Now I know the lion story.
Isn't it great?
Let me get the door for you.
Oh, thank you.
All right, let's head in to Gladys's room. Here, follow me. I'll take you into Gladys's room.
Wait, Tom, I've got something I want to show you.
Ooh, what?
Here in the foyer. We're back in 1957 anyways, right? Just had purchased the lions. We've just bought Graceland.
Right.
And do you know what was on this wall when Elvis moved in? And it was on here for several years before the wallpaper came about.
No.
It's a beautiful mural, and there's a photograph that we have of Elvis with the March of Dimes girl here at Graceland, and he's playing with her here in the hallway, and you can see on this wall this beautiful mural that is still behind this wallpaper.
Wow. When was the wallpaper put up?
The wallpaper was put up in the 60s.
Okay.
And then the mirrors came in the 70s, and the decor just kind of developed from there.
Right.
There is still another mural here at Graceland that is in perfect condition and properly preserved. Unfortunately, we can't go see it because it's upstairs.
Oh. Well, it's just right up that way.
No. We're going to Gladys's room.
That's right. All right, we'll go to Gladys's room.
Come on in.
Ooh, very, very soft carpet.
And look what I have. You know what that means?
Oh, yes. This means good things.
It means that we're going to touch things.
That's right.
So like you said, when you first came here to Graceland in the 80s, this room was used by Elvis's aunt.
That's right. She had a little dog. Because we would see her out walking her dog when we would come through the tours.
Yes, and so she used this room. It wasn't until her passing in '93 that we actually cataloged everything in the room and set it up the way it was kind of when Gladys was here, and opened it up for tours. And some of the unique things that we kept here in the room are some of the things I'm going to show you. actually didn't belong to Gladys, but belonged to another person who used this room. And that was Elvis's grandmother, Minnie Mae.
Right, Dodger.
Yes.
Yes.
So some of the things that I wanted to show you were here on the dresser, which you really can't see from the door, is we actually have a pair of Minnie's glasses.
Oh my gosh. Look at that, kind of rose-colored or lilac. Kind of matches the decor in the room. Look at that. Those are some 1950s glasses,
If you've ever seen one, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And then something else, I'll hold this piece, which is kind of very fragile, but still very dated. The hats.
Gorgeous.
So.
This room, when you're inside this room, it's a lot bigger than it feels like when you're standing
at the doorway.
Looking in. I'm just going to put that there.
The other really, and I mean, there's nothing really unique in here, but it's what you would find in your grandmother's house. You would find some very beautiful glass container that's just full of little knickknacks like lipstick.
Yeah. Wow. It's like travel size.
Yeah, travel size lipstick. And in case you ever need a button. Every button you could possibly imagine is here.
Is. My grandmother has this exact bowl with buttons and hair clips and safety pins, pins.
All of your emergency needs are all right here in this drawer, in this little container. And Minnie wasn't any different. So this was her little container of emergency needs to take care of whatever anybody needed.
And the little spritzer.
For perfume.
The little perfume.
The little perfume spritzer.
That has a fancy name. I don't know what. Atomizer. Ooh, education. See what it does for you?
Yes.
Ooh, look at that.
And then we also have this beautiful.
What? I have no idea what that.
Powder.
Powder. Oh,
it's actually makeup.
And that's still.
It's still here.
There's still makeup.
There's still makeup in here.
Wow.
But a good Southern lady hides her essentials.
That's right. That's right.
And then we have a picture of Elvis, age 5. So this was taken in your hometown.
In Tupelo. That's a Tupelo picture. And look how blonde he is in that picture.
But look at that little smile.
Yep.
That Presley look.
It's there.
It's there.
It's there. This room also, when fans come through, as I'm in here, I realize, fans couldn't come in here because it's a bottleneck. They'd have nowhere to turn around.
Yeah, there is. Really. There's one way in and one way out. Nowhere to turn around. I mean, but it is a very quaint room, you know. And you hear stories of when Elvis brought the horse into the house and he did his little business in the hallway. That happened right outside this door.
Yeah.
And Lisa talks about coming to see Grandma. And Priscilla tells stories about Grandma Minnie was always in her room and we always came to visit her, and she had a little TV in here, and this was her home. This is where she lived, and you could just picture the lady of the house staying in this room, and Elvis coming down the stairs yelling, "Dodger, are you okay? You want to cook something?" And
and it's really a well-lit room too. You have 2 nice outside windows, so it's very quiet and kind of isolated, really.
And something else that happened not so long ago in this room was when Lisa was recording her last album, Storm and Grace. She actually did a photo shoot here at Graceland, and some of the photos that were used for that album and for promotion were actually taken right here in this room.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it stays in the family.
It does.
See, I love that. And looks like a portrait of Elvis on the wall over there too. You can't really see that from outside. That's a Memphis portrait too, I think.
It is a Memphis portrait on that wall. One of his very first publicity shots. So there's lots of things here that you wouldn't know. When we opened up the room for tours back in 1993, the headboard actually had been reupholstered a couple of times, but when we were redoing the room, we actually went back to the original upholstery that was still under 2 layers of different upholstery during different decorations.
So this is back
the
to
original,
the day, to Gladys.
To Gladys's day, yes.
Right. Well, it's gorgeous. Thank you so much for bringing us in. And again, I can't get over
how soft the carpet is.
How soft the carpets are. Graceland has the best carpets. Of course, white, which is not a good choice sometimes, but
they are the best.
Yeah. Where to now? I'm excited about what's next. If we're in Gladys's room,
what? We're going to go back to the kitchen. I found some more things that I know I forgot to show you last time.
Besides the magic oven that pulls out?
Besides the magic oven, there's more magical things in the kitchen.
All right, join us in the kitchen. Bring your gloves. Into the kitchen.
Now we're here in the kitchen. We were here last time.
We were. There's that incredible Tappan stove that has the secret eyes inside.
That I know
Yes.
secretly you've already researched that you can get one at your house.
Yeah, they're still available. They're not available.
Well, there's something else I wanted to show you here in the kitchen, and that is this.
Now, I've seen that from when you come through on tours, and I've seen it from the side, and I recognize this because when I was a kid growing up in Tupelo, a friend of my mom's, really good friend of the family, Janelle McComb, who was a good friend of Elvis's, I remember Ms. McComb had a photograph just like this in her house.
And guess who gave this to Elvis?
I
Ms. McComb.
guess Ms. McComb gave that
She
to Elvis.
did.
That now confirms my long-held belief that Janelle had something to do with this picture.
And she did. And of course, you know, Magnolia being the Magnolia State of
That's right.
Mississippi and
Right.
Elvis's home. And the heart of the house and the heart of Graceland is always the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's perfect that a portrait from Elvis's home in Tupelo,
Wow.
Mississippi, sits here in the kitchen today, and a gift from Miss Janelle.
That's right, Tupelo's own.
Yeah.
You know, again in the kitchen, I can just see the family in here and everybody, and to see a skillet like that you make cornbread in, and the more you use it, the better the cornbread gets.
Exactly.
And the spices in the cabinet up there, I think I saw cinnamon in just the little spices that are up there and the things like that. It's just, you could still come in here and feel like
It is a home.
Yeah, it really does feel
you know?
like home.
Yeah, Graceland comes to life at night. Graceland, it's a living thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, you can feel Elvis's presence here. You can picture him and everyone just hanging out
Yeah.
and cooking and waiting for dinner to be served, and all the noise and all the ruckus and everything, all the dishes piling up and all that fun stuff. But you know what else would pile up if you had a lot of people here?
What's that?
Trash.
Trash would pile up, yes.
Would pile up. And guess what Elvis had?
He had Charlie to take the trash out. No, I don't know.
Behind you.
Oh!
It's a trash compactor.
Again, with that 70s technology.
Elvis had everything.
Elvis was ahead of the time. Boy, Elvis would love to have computers today, wouldn't he?
Oh my gosh.
He would be like, he loves gadgets. He loved gadgets.
Loved gadgets.
So standing in this kitchen from the 1970s, there's a warming tray over there for food. I see a microwave. I see a can opener. I see a washer, dishwasher, avocado colored, and a trash compactor. And the magic stove, which from Tappan, again, so all this stuff comes together, and you really see a guy that was on the edge of
technology.
having all that stuff, and again, that incredibly compact size microwave that's on the counter.
That magic oven.
That's a magic oven but it's like 900 pounds.
It really is, and cost almost $1,000 to get it.
Which in the 70s would have probably been about $5,000.
Exactly.
About like that. And again, you know, we've heard a lot from the fans out there on the other parts that we've done about Hidden Graceland, and the thing they love is to be able to see these rooms
From different
from the
angles.
other angle. You know, as you stand in the kitchen and you look back toward where we walk by, you really get a sense of the room, of how big the room is.
And the different versions of it that you can see.
Yeah.
You know, something else that you've probably never done is, would you like to exit Elvis's original back door?
Now, this is cool because at the time when you go through on the jungle room side, you see the brick wall, and that brick wall was the original exterior of the building.
Back in
So
1957, that was the outside.
This would have been Elvis's back door out to the patio.
Yep, and that's the window that overlooked the outside.
Right.
And so we're going to go that way, but we're not going outside.
We're going to go in
We're going into
the jungle room.
the jungle room.
Oh, we're going out Elvis's. Okay.
Now watch your step.
All right, I'll have my cornbread when I get back. Right, out of the kitchen now we go into the jungle room, onto Elvis's green carpet. Again, Memphis had some fantastic carpeting in the 70s.
They really
to be
did.
able to have this kind of carpet on the ceilings, that's some great carpet. And you know, what I see when I walk into the jungle room from this angle also is you really notice all of the animals, because there's tigers and there's monkeys and there's more monkeys and there's two more monkeys and there's a teddy bear, and the arm rests on the sofa and the chairs are carved as animals.
There's a panther.
There's a panther. There's an elephant.
And the one thing that you might never have
It really is
noticed-
a jungle room. I mean,
It really is a jungle room. And we do have something in here you might not have never seen before or noticed. We have the patron saint of animals here in the corner. St. Francis is here.
that is
by
truly
Elvis's
hidden
fountain.
Graceland too.
Yeah.
Right by the waterfall.
Right by the waterfall. So he oversees the care of all of the animals. And as you know, Graceland had lots of animals, everything from a turkey named Bowtie,
Right.
to donkeys, to horses, to dogs, to Scatter the chimp. There was always something running around here in Graceland.
Is that a true story, the legend I've heard about Elvis getting a new horse and wanting to show his grandmother, but she couldn't come out, she was ill or something, and so Elvis, in the room we were just in Gladys's room where
Yes.
his grandmother stayed, he brought the horse into Graceland to show her? Is that
He did. He brought the horse into Graceland to show Grandma, but before he got a chance to get it to Grandma, the horse did what a horse would do and had a little accident on the carpet.
Yeah.
And then all you could hear was everyone trying to get it cleaned up and get the horse out of the house. And Grandma's like, "What's going on out there?" And Elvis is like, "Nothing, nothing, it's okay."
So
Yeah.
it's just a kid bringing his grandmother his horse. He wanted
That's
to show,
all.
you
He
know.
just wanted to show off his new horse.
So all the things in the Jungle Room also, with this animal theme, he didn't call it the Jungle Room, right?
No, he didn't. It was his den.
Yeah.
It was not nicknamed the Jungle Room until the first press saw it back in '82 when we opened up for tourists. There was a travel writer that nicknamed this room the Jungle Room.
Yeah.
And it just kind of stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, the site of those incredible Jungle Room sessions
Yes.
with James Burton and David Briggs and all his musicians kind of sitting around in here with Elvis upstairs. Felton Jarvis is set up to record, and this is a studio.
This was a studio. And they actually said that Elvis liked it so much as a studio that they thought he was going to leave it that way. Obviously, he didn't. He did bring back the furniture shortly after it. But yeah, this is where they did the recording. This room, with all of its green furniture and green carpet, it really came to life.
Yeah. When you're in here, even now, when it's quiet and the fans have left the building, you just hear the waterfall in the Jungle Room. I mean, it's again, it's just this nice house. So much hidden here that we didn't know about, and I have a feeling that there's
more.
There's more?
There's more.
Well, you know what we're going to have to do?
What?
If there's more,
There's plenty.
we have to have a part 4. So you're going to need to come back and check out part 4 of Hidden Graceland. Right now, this is the end of part 3 of Hidden Graceland. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tom Brown, Angie Marchese, Director of Archives, who knows where everything is inside and outside Graceland. Come back and join us right here on the Gates of Graceland.
Bye.